Hello and welcome to another Twitch stream. Whoop whoop! Time to keep working on this cover. As you guys can see, I have paint on my desk from the last cover. I need to clean it. That shit really bothers me. But anyway, time to work on her hair now, and I do have plans for her hair to be coming down in front. Mike, hello and welcome to today's stream. Whoop whoop. I'm so glad you could make it. Thank you for always being here. You are an angel. Okay. So, there's still things I need to work on with all of it, right? But that's why it's still a work in progress. But next up, I'm going to work on her hair. Now, her hair is dark brown, and I need to have the strands coming down in front. DiVinica has long brown hair, partially in dreads, partially loose flowing hair. So it's kind of a little bit of both. For me, I'm really happy about her having some dreads in her hair. I've been really wanting to do that with a character since I can remember. And hair for me takes the absolute longest. The fact that her hair is very long as well, it could be a massive ordeal. Thankfully, DiVinica's hair is actually quite easy to paint. Hooray for small wins. So I am going to be working on that today, and I ordered some, I'm just looking for an eraser. I ordered a X-Acto blade because my hope this time is that I can mask her body and cover everything and paint the background afterwards. Usually I do it the other way around, so this time I'm just going to test out my theory and see if it'll be easier for me to paint her first, background second. A lot of the colors that I use for the world that DiVinica is in are acrylic paint. The paint that I use for her hair is watercolor. It's been a pain in my ass of royal and epic proportions to try to put her hair over acrylic paint. It is driving me mad. So I'm gonna try it the other way around this time and see if it works. I have no idea if it will. So we'll see. Hello, Adam. Yes, I'm on early today. The reason why is I am not entirely sure if I'm going to make it for a live stream tomorrow afternoon. As such, just with my kids' schedule and our family schedule, I don't have time in the later afternoon today. So I'm going live now. We'll see how long I'm able to stream. Probably around 2 hours. Tom, hello! So much for getting any work done this afternoon. I'm happy to assist, Tom. Okay, so her hair color is one of the watercolors I'm almost out of. So before I do another DiVinica, I'm gonna need to get another dark brown watercolor. Dan, massive heads up and apologies. Juan, hello! All right, dark brown hair at the ready. My new X-Acto blade that's coming, for starters, it's sharp, which I'm really excited about because my current X-Acto blade is about as sharp as a butter knife, and it has been so annoying to try and do any masking on her body. So that is win number 1 for my new X-Acto blade. Win number 2 for my new X-Acto blade is that it rotates. So it's a swiveling blade, meaning that I should be able to have an easier time cutting out the character or hair or whatever I need to cut out. I'm so excited. Hopefully it's gonna arrive by tomorrow. So my plan is to have everything else done and then mask out the body and paint the background tomorrow. Femme Ivoire, if I'm just reading your name horribly, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the follow and welcome to my stream. Yay, Adam, thank you. Hey, Paul, you're on a staycation. Oh, that's awesome. Philip, hello and welcome to today's stream. I am live streaming early today, and I may or may not make it to live stream tomorrow. I have an appointment in the afternoon, hence going early. Tigger fan, hello. Yes, it must be late for you, huh? Wayne told you he doesn't want this piece. Okay. Okay, that's a little dark. I start out with a pretty light application for her hair color, and then I build onto it. Basically exactly the same way as I've been doing for the rest of DiVinica's skin and everything like that. I'm kind of doing it in layers. And I'm going to do the same with her hair. Craig, hello! Nice to see you. It's been a while. At least it feels like it has. Thank you all so much for stopping in and showing your support. Even if you can't stay, it's really, really appreciated. Okay, and then here, I've got a nice big dread piece coming down. Oh my God, this is so scary. I'm gonna be putting dark brown on her face. Ah! You're not doing anything yet? Well, thank you. You had the winter bug, so was going to bed early. Well, I don't want to keep you from getting the rest that you need, Craig. Mike is working, but not really. Shh, I won't tell anyone. So she has one lock, one like big dreadlock right here, like lock of hair. And then the rest is just regular strands of loose hair. So obviously I'm gonna need to darken that up quite a bit. Her eyebrow is in there in the mix, but her face shape was looking a little bit odd because her hair wasn't in yet and the watercolor had kind of spread. So her face was looking a little weird and wider than DiVinica's is intended to be. So I'm hoping that all of this will make her face look the size that it's supposed to. Aw, you're so sweet, Tom. Quarantine Ward checking in. Aw, hey Rob. How are you feeling? Aw, I'm so sorry. You're still hacking up a lung. Aw. Hello, Ralphie. Thank you so much for the follow. Yes, this is probably going to be entirely a hair stream. I may or may not follow my lines. I feel like I went a little wide right there, so I'm probably gonna not go as wide as my pencil lines had planned, because that was looking a little weird to me. I hope so, Chicago. I'm crossing my fingers. It's pretty scary to like put this much dark brown with not really much of a penciled plan down all over her. There's no undo button, and there's really no fixing it in this situation. Whatever mistake happens, I'm just gonna have to roll with it and make it look intentional. Just the big no-no in art, especially this kind of thing. If you're right-handed, work left to right. And I worked the other way around and just stuck my hand right in her hair. Hello, Stone Curva. Okay, I'll try. Of course, everyone would forgive you for just passing on the over boobage hair. Yeah. I would be grateful for the forgiveness, but I wouldn't really forgive myself, especially because you can kind of see it on screen, not super well, but there's a lot of pencil lines, light scribbles in her skin now, so I have to kind of try to cover those. It'll look a little weird. Hello, Dope Life. Thank you. Gabriel! What am I doing on stream today? I am trying to get ahead. For starters, I'm working on something that, you know, there's no reason to not go live for. And secondly, I may or may not make it tomorrow. So, hence I'm trying to get ahead. Is that the Calgary skyline? No. What it is it's going to be the world that DiVinica's in. It's going to be that kind of skyline. So, you know, very black, broken down, and then a lot of the like hot pink kind of accent lines in it. The coloring is not going to be done to look like a city in the world today. No, thank you, Gabriel. Oh, wow, Paul. I'm sorry to hear that. I really hope that Planet Comic-Con doesn't cancel. I'm nervous. Casey Snipes, hello and thank you for the follow. Need to start going to live stream cons for this year. I know. If it really does all hit the fan in an epic way, I will just start like probably even taking more commissions and hosting my con on live stream. No worries, Adam. That's true, you can't get stuff signed at live stream cons. True, true. Mark, hello! So glad you could make it. Hey, ArtNet. Commissions beat signatures for sure. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Well, yeah, that's gonna be my plan. You know, if the shit really hits the fan, I will switch it up and just try to be available for more of what I do at shows, available online and available to everybody. Foxfire and Zodpox or Oddpox. Either way, thank you so much for the follow, both of you. I really appreciate it. If you press the comics on the screen. It's just different for you. We actually have the opportunity to interact with you. Like is usually only available at shows. Yeah, I'm really trying to do that. I'm trying to be more accessible, more around, and you know, I'm glad that I have a Twitch setup. It makes me less afraid of conventions shutting down, because at least then, well, I'll just move more online. Simiasim and Jack Art. Thank you so much for the follows. Aw, thank you, Chicago. Hashtag squee. Yay! And if it really goes south, I mean, maybe Dan and I could talk about finding a way to, you know, let people mail comics to me. I used to just let anybody mail me comics. I would sign them, repack them, and mail them back, and I wouldn't charge anything except for shipping, but it's just I didn't have the time. But if there's a situation where I'm home all the time and somebody wants to send me, you know, a bunch of comic books, maybe we'll talk about working that out. Just things that we can do to make, you know, the loss of the conventions not as much of a hit for everybody, myself included. Thank you, Adam. Heal, please. Thank you so much for the follow. Everyone, I so appreciate new follows. Thanks to all of you who have just followed me today or followed me weeks ago or have been here for a long time. Everyone's support means so much. Thank you. Sarink Tattoo, thank you as well for the follow. Oh, that's totally fine, Mark. I'm sorry that I'm kind of going live at a time that isn't the best for you. I'll of course be going live more often, and the fact that you even try to make it is so sweet of you. Thank you. Yes, those are all serious concerns, Gabriel, big time. Hi, Sarink. Am I saying your name correctly? Sarink Tattoos? You'll catch the replay. Mark, you're wonderful. Mwah! Hugs and kisses to you. International mail can be a huge situation. Big time. I do get asked frequently if I will accept comic books to sign and mail back. So there are, I guess, some people that really want to do it. I just, I haven't been able to say yes for a while. It's gotten more complicated for me time-wise. Iridescent Rose Art, thank you for the follow. Yeah, because I have a life and stuff, right? Exactly. Orange Boy, good night, hello. Are you saying hi and bye? All right, so my plan with DiVinica as a character is that I'm never going to draw her. At least right now, the plan is to not draw her completely topless at any point, but I still wanted to have kind of a more goddessy style risque cover. As such, I'm using hair to cover naughty bits. Hence, I need to make sure that right where her nipple would be, I will have stuff covering that up. So that's what I'm working on now. Oh, thank you, Orange Boy. And skyscrapers for, exactly, that's why the city is there. Literally the only reason. It's not like I go out of my way to draw cityscapes. Fuck that shit. It is not yet, Gabriel. We're working on it. I'm gearing up with my courage. Oh boy, Paul, that is the worst. I completely understand. I personally have a rule that I don't take sketchbooks home with me. And I don't take them back to the hotel room. I only work on sketchbooks if both of us are present on the show floor. Because of that reason. One time I lost a sketchbook in the hotel room. So literally it was under, one of the couch throw pillow things. It had gone behind the couch pillow, and I nearly died and had a heart attack and it was horrible. So I will never do it again. There is so much art in a sketchbook, and so much of it is irreplaceable. So that's why I'm very nervous with sketchbooks. Also, I'm a real diva, and I generally don't like sketchbook paper. So there's two reasons. Designed Buys, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know how to read Korean, but Korean is such a beautiful looking language. That is awesome. Super smooth cougars only. Right now I'm thinking about doing DiVinica sketch covers. So not me drawing all of the DiVinica sketch covers, but actually making sketch covers for DiVinica, and I need to test out the paper that the comic book printing place that I'm going to be using has. So they sent me the sketch paper. Now, my plan is not for me to do all of those sketches. My hope is that people get other people to do sketches of DiVinica. It's so awesome if other artists start drawing her as well, and people get other artists, not me, to draw her. I'd love to see what everyone else does. But then I'm also such a diva when it comes to the paper. I kind of feel like, if I'm gonna have a sketch cover, it better fucking be cougar. I want other artists to take a shot at my art. I sure do. So will this be a new cover for the DiVinica 5 Book 1, different from the ones that you may have already ordered from the Roth site? Yes, it will. It will be for the same interiors, though. So, the art on the inside is going to be the same. This is just a new exclusive cover. I really, really want to have an exclusive at Calgary Expo and on my website. Obviously, JP Roth will have it on her site as well. But yeah, I just really wanted to scratch that itch. I know, right, Gabriel? I feel like I have like a whole diva situation I must uphold. Is there a significant difference between Copic R37 and R46? Hold, please. I don't think I have R37. I have R39. I don't have those ones. I'm so sorry. But you know what? Who was it that asked me that? Looking. Okay, Artna. What you can do is go to sandyalnock.com for her hex chart, and you can actually find the full one filled in, and you'll be able to compare the two colors. Because I don't think that I have the colors you're talking about. Yeah, I don't have them. So yeah, go look on her site because she has the whole thing completely filled in, and you'll be able to like eye it up and compare them. Have I ever painted a nude model in real life? I have not. I have actually never even been to one of those live art classes. I know that that is a massive artistic faux pas. I have not done it. Hello, Pat Draws. Yes, there are multiple versions available. Correct, Chicago. You are so awesome that you've already gotten some. Thank you. I do have Dan to model for me, and I you know, when I have some mail covers to draw, I 100% plan on doing all the begging and sweet talking possible to have him model for me, because he definitely does have the perfect comic superhero body. It's very handy for me. You do not want to see Dan's ass on a cover. Yes, Captain America back angles, exactly. Telling you. I don't think Dan would be very helpful for Spider-Man. He's not gangly enough. Maybe he is Canada's ass. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I don't really want them all curving that way. That looks a little odd to me. So I'm gonna try to straighten one up a little bit right here. I went too many curves going that way. So it looks like I will have to clone out some of my pencil lines, which is unfortunate. Why did I leave the pencil lines? God damn it. Oh my God, you guys, you've gotta, if you're at all into art, I discovered this new YouTuber. I was laughing my ass off. This guy is hilarious. Okay, let me find his name. Hold, please. His name is Ethan something. Okay, here we go. Ethan Becker. ETHANBECKER. And oh my God, he's so funny. And it's hilarious. Like the way he dresses up for his YouTube videos. He has like American flag sunglasses. He like talks with a broken cigarette butt in his mouth, and he has his little mic that, you know, you're supposed to clip on your shirt to talk for a video. He fucking has it on a hunting knife and holds it like a mic. Oh my God. But the wealth of information that he actually doles out is so good. Like, he's so good as far as the actual mentality you should have as an artist or an aspiring artist or an art student, or just the life lessons. Like, what he's saying is so good, so key, and very important, but how he looks when he's doing it is just so jarring to like the amazing shit that's coming out of his mouth. Oh my god. Okay, let me find his YouTube channel. Because I was just watching him while I was eating lunch and pissing myself. He's such a good artist. He is an animator that worked for DreamWorks Studios, Universal, Warner Brothers. I mean, he's literally worked for the who's who of everybody in the animation industry. But damn, he is funny. Okay, where is she? Ethan Becker. Yeah, ETHANBECKER. And he's worth watching. And listen, this is his about page. This channel isn't for little baby children. If you want to draw something pretty with your little crayon, go somewhere else. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to walk you to the top of the mountain. I'm not going to hold back. I'm here to make the big girl and big boy bills, to get paid, to learn fast, and to tell you what's what. Respect. Oh my god. So funny. Hello, Steve. Hello, hold my beer. Welcome and thank you so much for the follow. Subscription added, blind faith in the dawn. Yes, Rob. Thank you. Hey, Louie, how are you? Thank you so much for the host, Louie. I have not forgotten about you. I actually have my email written to you in my drafts. I just need to send it like a fail. Steve, you're amazing. You're so, so sweet to be helping your neighbor. I hope to catch you later. Anyway, he is hilarious. I love that guy. You'll try not to break anything today. Yeah, good. Don't break anything. Hello, Fox. Welcome to today's stream. Okay, so it's very important to me that her hands are holding her hair properly. All right, and I want one piece to kind of be going off to the side a little bit, like so. Achilles51, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Today I am working on a cover for the comic book series that I work on, co-create, and do the art for. And it's called DiVinica, and it's about goddesses, and we're taking them from all different pantheons of mythology. Right now I'm working on the cover for issue 5. One of the covers for issue 5. No, thank you, Chicago. Have you gotten any of the comics yet from Rothic, or have they not shipped yet? I know that they still probably needed to be printed. I'm just curious if you've seen them yet. Because you're probably going to see them before me. Oh, thank you, Philip. On order. Expect soon ship. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see how the book prints. It's gonna be interesting to see if I, there's always stuff for me to learn. I'm gonna be heavily observing the saturation and darkness of the pages, because you know how it is. It's already tricky when it comes to digital color, and then how it's translated into print. I think that it's kind of an additional level of complication working from traditional, then taking it digital, then it goes to print. So it's just, I am the pickiest person on the planet, and so I'm interested to see what it looks like, mostly just for me to know, what to change moving forward. So I'm crossing my fingers. You just love the different versions and coloring. Yay, I'm so glad you did, Chicago. That means so much to hear. All right, so now I did this break right here in the building specifically because I wanted one really long strand of hair right there. And yes, I got that into it. So, in comes the really long strand of hair. I don't expect anyone else to understand my personal brand of crazy. And because her hair, some of it is all in dreadlocks, that's why I'm giving it a bit more of an uneven / bumpy look here. Then I need to probably put one more strand on that side because of all these pieces of hair over here. Yes, blue beadage to thicken will follow, correct. I might need to add another strand over on this side too. It's all about the perfect balance of just enough but not too much. And me and balance are not really best buds. know it's just me, but I'm also looking forward to how the foreground shattering works out with the cityscape and backlit form. Oh, I know. I don't know how all that's gonna work, Chicago. Kind of, my brain thought mostly up to the like, I want her to be naked with her hair covering her bits. And I'm kind of having a hard time thinking beyond that point, which makes me sound kind of like a really dirty old man. But yes, I need to start thinking about that. Right, Gabriel? Okay, well, I was saying that about myself. You guys are all... everyone is, of course, allowed to be happy about the boobs. I shouldn't have said it made me sound like a dirty old man. But, like, really, I'm trying to be professional about it, and all I can think about is, ooh, pretty boobies. Yay, Gabriel. I love you too. Oh, thank you, Paul. That is so awesome. Gotta know your target audience. Yeah, but I join in on said target audience because I kind of draw things that make me happy or that I think are pretty, and you know, I'm just so glad that you guys are along for the ride. You're amazing. You say nothing. You won't be attacked, Philip, ever. Nick, oh my God, welcome to the stream today. Did you ever find the Skittles, the elusive Skittles? Yeah, it really is Skittlegate. We're gonna have a whodunit on our hands. No, you'll probably need to move the couch. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta find them. Damn it, I want the Skittles now. You must have been so disappointed. You're like sitting down to have some Skittles and they're just gone. When I was a kid, you thought female artists would only draw hot dudes like guys drawing hot girls. Yeah, I don't really know what it is with that and why girls like drawing girls too, you know? For me, I think it stems very deeply into my like really enjoying drawing princesses when I was like 7. You've learned to live with disappointment? I have not, man. I am so impatient and generally just very difficult to please. Poor Dan. Oh well. He's been dealing with my particular brand of crazy for a long time. Oh, you meant about the Skittles. I was like, Chicago, that's very depressing. Rob, do you have a preference? I keep flip-flopping between calling you Chicago and calling you Rob, and I don't want to be saying one or the other if one of them irritates you or you have a preference. So let me know, because I keep like not deciding and then flip-flopping between the two and probably confusing you and everyone else. Awesome. Oh, you're amazing. Yes, poor dad in so many ways. Chicago Rob, that's right. Gabriel, are you going to any conventions this year that, barring them shutting down, do you have any plans to go to a con where I get to meet you, maybe? Yeah, for sure, Fox. I think I would be the same way. I am like so like immature. I think I'd just be sitting there like giggling the whole time. Like artists post all these different angles that they draw the human form in, and I have so much respect for them, but also I think I have the maturity of like a 7-year-old and I'd be so embarrassed. Devin, hello. Yes, many Greek fig leaf sketches. Yeah, everywhere. You're waiting on a government. Oh, wow. Fancy, Gabriel. Okay. If conventions carry on, business as usual, I'm gonna really need to clean up my act a little bit, because I am in such a habit of like giving people hugs, shaking their hands, and I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable if it's like, bitch, get your germs away from me. I don't want to make anyone feel like I'm gonna get them sick. So it's one of those situations where I know a lot of people are saying no hugs, only fist bumps, no close proximity photographs. Like there's a lot of things that people are planning to do for conventions, for their own safety, for everyone else's safety. And I'm going to need to like really train my brain, because I just, will run around and give somebody a giant ass hug, and poor them if they are like, fuck off. I agree, Gabriel. I'm worried that I'm gonna like make somebody unhappy because I gave them a hug. Bows are well, respectful, and appropriate. True. Aw, thank you, Nick. The toilet paper flying off the shelves in Edmonton because of... Oh, I know. Guys, I'm sure that none of you are going to believe me, but I freaking swear to God, I saw someone on Facebook Marketplace last night selling a pack of 6 rolls of toilet paper for 60 fucking bucks. They're like, so they just went and like cleaned off all the shelves and now are gouging for toilet paper. And he's like, to have a clean ass in the apocalypse. That shit's illegal? You're not allowed to do that? You got no hugs, but you did get a pic. Oh, good. I'm sorry, Paul. I try not to, like, attack people, you know? You can't price gouge. Oh, okay. Yeah, and to me, $60 for 6 rolls of toilet paper seems a little aggressive. EOD Brent, thank you so much for the follow. Well, I swear to God, it was right on Facebook Marketplace in Northwest Calgary. I nearly screen grabbed it to prove to Dan that somebody was doing that. True, Kadiro. I agree. I guess you'd have to be in pretty desperate straits to consider paying $60 for 6 rolls of toilet paper. Yes, $10 a roll if you're stranded in a public restroom, but he said he'll do deliveries in emergencies. You can't make that shit up, I swear. That's funny, EOD Brent. You know what? I would completely understand if it was like some kind of stomach bug flu and everybody was having bathroom issues. It's a freaking cold. Oh my God, Gabriel, that's funny. I just don't want to draw these in a way that's going to make her boobs look saggy. I think I already, I'm running that risk already. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to need to do some planning here. A 12-pack of tube socks at Costco. Ew. Yeah, okay. I might need to do like a... Alright, nipple is right here. They're always a little bit off, just for anybody who didn't know. They're always pointing a little bit more out than in, right? So they would be right about there. So really, technically, her nip is covered. But, it looks a little suspect. So I think I'm just going to do this to kind of make this top area look a little bit fuller. Depends on the surgeon. True. You have a point. You're right, Paul. It's just so much more fun to make fun of everybody. We did get some things, and I think Dan was very wise in the things he chose to get. He got things that, like, if we're all sick, we have, we don't have, like, tons and tons of, like, cans of food and shit, but, like, I think he did get some staples and then flu medicine Tylenol. If somebody gets a high fever, they could take some Tylenol, shit like that, you know, in case like the whole world ends. For real, Chicago? Yay, Dame Maid, thank you so much. Gabriel, are you still talking about the tube socks? Oh my god, yeah. Gross. Oh, you were referring to boob jobs. I thought that you were talking about the tube sock toilet paper. It could apply either way. True. That would be so bad. I think I'm gonna do this and bring it over like so that it kind of looks a little better here. Anyway. Might need to thicken that one out, but I'm gonna kind of rein it in for a little while and let it sit, and I will think about it some more. Got a few little eraser bits to clean off. Oh, really, Paul? I guess it takes a minute for everything to kind of resituate itself. Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, that they can tell you what kind of would look right on your body. I've never really looked into it. I'm interested though. some settling of contents may occur. So it really depends on, you know, how bright and pink and everything I make all the ambient light around her. Because like she's standing in front of the sun. So I might need to do like a light white rim around her, but that's stuff I will handle with acrylic paint at the end, or maybe some gouache. I'll have to see. And just so you guys know, it does look lighter on screen than it does in front of me. It's probably my overhead lights that are fucking with the color a little bit. On the topic of boobs, I might as well ask this question among friends. Why is it that artists generally give covers with multiple women the same nipples? Is it just a time thing? No, it's probably, in my case, it would be, there's only one type that I think looks acceptable, in my opinion. Like, and I understand that everybody has different nipples, right? I understand that. I would say as a girl, this is really gonna be TMI, but yeah, probably like wishful thinking. You know, I draw what I wanna have. So in my case, I have actually drawn what I consider to be the perfect size, perfect nipple as best as I can draw it. And I use the same one, and I use it like a sticker. I swear to God. What size is that, Gabriel? You didn't know that gouache was pronounced like squash. Yeah, it's, you know, I need to actually study. I had a whole article I found, and then it ended up being very long, so I saved it for later. As far as what exactly gouache is, why it was introduced into the world of art, which I actually think it had mostly a lot to do with it's a flat, opaque substance, and they used it for like, basically like whiteout and film editing and shit. But anyway, I still want to study why it came to be and its particular uses, but I've found it to be extremely helpful. It's kind of like that perfect in-between fully watercolor or acrylic paint. It's just right in there, and it's so easy to use. So I don't have that many gouache colors, but I quite love it. Oh, the US coin. Okay. I'm always learning something new, Gabriel. Just like you always thought my last name was pronounced like league and not plague. Plague, of all the things. Is that how you think of me, Paul? Hello, Mr. E. Thank you so much for stopping in. River's back. Do I know how many of these covers you will have for sale on my website? Most of them. So, oh, like you mean this particular cover? Is that what you mean, Devin? How many is limited edition going to be? Yeah, you know, that's a good question. Probably something like, 100 total, 50 with me, 50 with JP. I'll probably take 25 with me to Calgary Expo and put 25 on my website. And then, of course, JP will have 50. That's just a random guess. I don't know for sure. The crazy Polito 10. Yeah. personally, I need to really, when it comes down to it, JP Roth is the publisher, and when it comes to allocating numbers to something, I really leave it a lot to her discretion because she knows a lot more than I do as far as all that goes. But I'm kind of inclined to like not super limited it because I want to have it with me at shows. Oh, the notification emails always come out when you're working. Aw, sorry. Oh God, Mr. E, that would drive me crazy. Linden's Jiu-Jitsu is right by like a big bread bakery, so it's not somewhere you can go buy bread. You just smell it and have the torture around your face the whole time. Yeah, Kara's at work and Kylie is sleeping. She's going to be quite wroth with me for going live at a time that she was asleep. She told me not to go live if she's not awake. Yes, there will be, Devin, for sure. So I'm working on making all of that stuff now. As soon as I'm done with this cover, then the two like additional covers are done. And I'm going to get right on it with prints. I will have prints on my website. I'm not sure if JP Roth will, or if she's sticking with just the books. I'm not sure what she plans to do there. But for sure, prints will be available. And then also the comic books. I'm not making prints of every cover, though. I'm only making prints of, like, the ones I plan to use as prints, or the ones that I think will work as a print. It really depends. Oh, that's awesome, Kadiro. I hear you, Gabriel. That's good to know, you guys. It helps me to it helps me to know how to think of it, especially because I'm, dipping my toe into having comic books, and I've been in comics for a long time, but I draw the cover and then carry on living my life. So it's really helpful to get this kind of input from you guys of what you prefer, or you would rather that things weren't quite so limited. Sometimes the impression is that people prefer limited, and so you're just kind of trying to gauge what people like, and then also, what people like of my art as compared to somebody else's. Like, some people can sell like tens of thousands of comic books, or some people are a little better in the smaller runs, which I think is what I am, at least right now. So it really just depends, and you guys are very much my target audience, and I love you and I thank you. So getting your feedback is really, really helpful, actually. I will listen. Yeah, Kylie lives in Australia. Okay, Nick answered. True, that is... You're awesome, Rob. Thank you. And I understand the feeling with store variants, and I can imagine that for someone who is a completist collector, store variants have probably got to be really difficult. But if you think of, comic book variant covers, not in the like completist mentality, but more you can pick and choose, it makes it less overwhelming. What's the FOMO? I'm so sorry. What does FOMO mean? Okay, you'd rather have the art. Yeah, I guess it depends what you... Oh, fear of missing out. Interesting. See you later, mystery. After buying like 10 variants of Mercy, I'm about worn out. Yeah, I can hear you. Well, I definitely think the intent is to pick the one or, you know, two or three that you like and then just kind of let the rest go. But I think for you guys, I guess, as comic collectors, that can be a hard saying, huh? Yeah, he's at the top of his game. That is amazing. Interesting. Guys, all of this is extremely fascinating. I don't necessarily, actually, for sure, I don't have answers to any of it, but, you know, it helps me learn. Hearing this kind of stuff and actually getting your feedback on these particular issues is extremely helpful for me because then I know how to proceed myself, if that makes sense. People do get burned out if you have 70 variant covers, but you just got to pick the ones you want most from the artists you love. Yeah, agreed. And I think that that's the intent. Like I follow Comic Tom 101 on YouTube, and he talked at length about variant covers and, you know, are they going to bring on the 90s situation again? It was very fascinating. And he takes a very positive approach to it, which I really like. And he has a comic book store, so you know he's very involved in comics. He does comic book reviews. Anyway, he's amazing. If you guys haven't followed Comic Tom 101, highly recommend him. He is very cool, and he has a really interesting and positive approach to it all. And so for me, that was encouraging to watch because you know, of course, it's so easy. For me, I get scared, you know, I don't want things to crash. But if you guys want to follow him, he's very, very cool. But from all the feedback you guys are giving, anything that I can take and apply to my own work, I will. Yeah, and I'm so grateful because that's what I need to know. Good options are best, not necessarily like aggressively limiting something. Oh, you've seen him. Okay, cool. And I always want that feedback, especially if you guys feel, you know, anything that I'm doing could be improved upon or anything like that. I do want to hear that. I know, or I hope that you guys feel comfortable as far as the art goes in here. But as far as comics and prints and all of those things, I want to hear that as well, especially because DiVinica is something that I co-create. So now I can have like my own comic on my website. Whoop, whoop. This I can actually control what I'm doing and not doing. So I want to know. So right now, the hair does kind of look like it's on her boobs like a sticker. That's because I still need to put the drop shadows from the hair. Once that happens, it will all start to look as one. Whereas right now, yeah, without those shadows created by the hair, it just looks so strange. But just to set your guys' minds at ease, I am aware of that and I will do it next. Hello, David! You cut back at Kickstarter stuff and you're just gonna buy them at CalgaryCon. Okay. You had a small comic business in the 90s and you see the industry getting a little nuts again. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that you had a comic book business. That's interesting, Gabriel. Just a small shop. Still, that's so cool. I had no idea. Honestly, I didn't even know that comic books existed in the 90s. I only like discovered them when moving back to the States in like 97, maybe like 98 is when I found comic books. Something like that. I'm really late to the party. Oh, okay, so the crash was before that? When exactly was the crash in the 90s? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'm so late to the freaking party. Damn it. Yeah, I started in, I found Gen 13, but I found Gen 13 in like either late 97 or early 98, I think. Oh, Kara, hey, I'm so sorry. You went back to Gen 13. Oh, so you did Gen 13 after Danger Girl. Interesting. I don't think that Danger Girl was out when I started. '94, '95. Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw the whole, I watched the YouTube documentary, or maybe it was somewhere else first, all about Image Comics, and that was really interesting. Danger Girl was March of '98. Okay, so then I did, thank you, David. Love you, Kara. So then I think I must have found Gen 13 in the fall-ish of '97, and then I got the Danger Girl. It must have been right when it came out. Something like that. I don't know. But I went to a comic store signing and spent hours because I was literally one of the only people in there with the guy who did painted covers of In Danger Girl. Let me see if I can find his name. I'm gonna feel so stupid when I remember. Okay, let me find his name. Hold, please. Here we go. No. I thought for sure he painted one of the things in here. Oh, fuck. There we go. Thank you. Dan is there for the assist. Hey, babe. Chiodo. I went and talked to Joe Chiodo. Dan remembers. Okay, I went to a comic book store signing of Joe Chiodo. So this was way back in like 98 or 99 at this point, because of some comic book, some Danger Girl was already well out. So I went to go get them signed because Joe Chiodo did some paintings of Campbell's work, right? So I went there, and like the creepy fan that I am, legit, all I asked him about and all I talked about the whole time was tell me everything about Campbell. So yes, it was a whole thing. Anyway, I got like the scoop on Campbell in the 90s from Joe Chiodo. That's why when I march up to Campbell in like, what was it? 2009, when I went to go get everything signed by him, and he's like, oh, my daughter's name is Dawn. And I have the audacity, like a dumbass, to say, oh, I know. Like, yes, and I'm also going to be like stealing you and hiding you in my basement. I know, it's bad. Oh, thank you, babe. I'm so glad you like it. Whoop, whoop. Creepy stalker, legit. I swear to God, it's not good. Of course, leave it to Dan to make that statement. Do you guys see what I have to deal with, man? He manages to take the work that I'm doing. I hadn't thought of that, and now that's all I'm going to be able to think about. He, like, plants this shit in my head. Pay-per-view. Oh, my God. Location is everything. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Dan's got you, Devin. He'll say it. Yes, Paul. J. Scott Campbell's wife is an artist, and she is the best. I adore her. So she did a lot of work for, for the record, my creepy stalkerness is purely artistically. Just BT dubs, everybody. I am a happily married woman. So yes, about his wife. She is amazing. She used to do art for My Little Pony and like the TV show. And so she did a lot of the, I believe, backgrounds for it. And like, take a gander, if you will, on looking at the My Little Pony TV show and the backgrounds. Holy shit. And so she is just the sweetest. I adore her. Her name is Tanya, and she is so wonderful. She's like a fairy, literally. Like a living Tinkerbell. Dan is renting his view by the minute. I know. I'm telling you, Mike, Dan does this to almost every piece I work on, and then it's like all I can think about. Maybe the world of DiVinica needs glass buildings. Oh my God, that's amazing. All right, so then next on this one, once I'm done painting this and the background, I really need Amazon to get me my X-Acto blade, because that's what I'm waiting on in order to mask this thing out. I'm going to be doing a version where she's wearing her little jumper suit. So I will be painting that as a patch because I wanted to paint the original like this. And then I'm going to patch in the outfit. That may be a Diamond release, comic store release cover. It depends on how JP Roth likes it, I guess. If she's really happy with it, then it'll be a Diamond book. Kadiro, good question. I am putting all of her tattoos on digitally. I have my reasons. Most of all, they are in regards to laziness and time management. So yeah, I drew them all and I have each of them like a layer and then I place them on her and I warp them so that they're, you know, they're sitting correctly on her body. And that was just, sometimes they're going to be, you know, looking like a normal, like a henna style tattoo, so like a dark brown, and then other times they're going to be glowing. Anytime that she's near a candle, so in the candle cover, they're going to be glowing white. And that's just easier to take care of on the computer. True, Gabriel. I told him not to, though. I've already ordered it on Amazon and it's on its way. There's no lazy in creativity. Aw, thank you, David. Oh, not Snow, the Calgary shop. Oh, okay. So the Calgary shop, they don't have one. They've got like 16 different types of X-Acto blades and none of them are on the rotating head, which is what I want. It's weird. I don't think it's necessarily a huge artiste thing. It might be a little bit more in the crafting area. I know, Gabriel, like what the hell? I probably should have checked at Michael's, but, you know, I went to the art store. It already blown so much money. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get it on Amazon. I'm not going to go into another store and spend $1 gajillion on shit that was not on my shopping list. I think Dan may never fully recover from the wallet shock that was my first foray into watercolor. Oh, every time, Gabriel. No, it hasn't, Art Nut. That's what I'm waiting for. It needs to, I think it's going to come in tomorrow, and I'm really crossing my fingers because I need it to cut around this. I know! Like, it hasn't even shipped from Amazon yet. Like, they're usually so on it. You, like, order something and it's there in, like, a day. I think we have, like, an Amazon, warehouse or something. Amazon virus getting you. Yeah, maybe so. True. I know, poor Dan. I don't think he will ever fully recover. Okay, top of her hair. We are almost done with this. So you were kind of calculating the cost while I was there. Good for you, Gabriel, because I in my mind had it kind of, I was thinking it would probably be around $400 and had told Dan it would be around $400, and then I get to the counter and it was like 745 or something. Yeah, it's because they're so tiny. Art stores and makeup stores are deceiving that way, I'm telling you, because all of the, I was way short. I was thinking 450 and it ended up being like almost double. True, crayons are cheap, but we don't want crayons, Rob. I am a little bit snooty for that. What else do you snack on? I'm so sorry, Dan. My starkest argument is pretty lame. It's true. Thank you, Philip. Aww, thank you, baby. Oh, wow. And you were trying to be so nice, David. Aw. Dan's all sweet and shit. Aw. Because he's amazing. I think the trauma is still real, though, for poor Dan. And it may remain that way. They each got a lip balm and an eyeliner. I know, I'm so sorry, David. Makeup is a whole thing. And it's so expensive. I mean, they actually did some smart and savvy shopping to get an eyeliner and a lip balm. That's pretty good. All right, so she just needs a little bit more. Ah, of course I did that. Of course. It's fine. It's gonna be covered with white acrylic, but still. Ugh. I made a mess. Damn it. I want to give her a little bit more eyeliner on her eyes, and then with Copic marker and watercolor, yeah, my damn hand is getting in the way. Shit. Anyway, what I need to do also is enhance her lashes, because Copic marker and watercolor tend to kind of put a film on top of black lines. So it's handy for inking everything, because then I'm not worried about all these harsh lines on her body and stuff. They kind of get muted down. But for lashes, you know, we need the va-va-voom lashes. So I always add a little bit more black onto the eyes at the end. But it's wet up there, so no. We're gonna leave that for a few minutes, and I'm gonna do a little bit more enhancing on her skin. Yes, Lash-tastic. We now want to put some falsies on there. Yes, exactly. You guys are getting it. Look at you. So once I've added in all the dark tones in her hair, what it's done is it's washed out her skin. Thankfully, I can work with it a little bit, but not too much, because, you know, I don't want to start picking up the watercolor paint on there, but I should be able to do a little bit of shadows. I need to add shadows from her hair now, and I'm probably going to darken in that portion under her neck. Especially around floor 23. Oh my God. You boys. It's literally all I'm gonna think of now. Interesting. So guys can tell when girls are wearing fake lashes. Is that kind of the thing? You can. Ah. I think that this is a very mean statement that I'm about to make, but I've always, generally fake equals bad. That depends. Okay. So I pretty much figure that guys just kind of take a girl in visually all in one shot, and can't tell what is real, what is fake, what is lashes, what is extensions. Like you're just totally fooled. And that's a really terrible thing of me, and I apologize to the male populace for thinking of you like that. I definitely don't think any of you are stupid. But I do think that guys can be fooled and tricked by looks and hair extensions and all the tricksies that we use. I figure the only people I need to kind of impress are the girls, that I'm not being too fake. I don't really even consider whether you guys can tell or not. I don't mean to offend any of you, but that shit's true. I know, I'm sorry. Is it mean if I assume that all girls are fake? Well, pretty much all makeup is making you look better than you actually are. And, you know, there's very few women, myself included, that are going to go out with literally no makeup on. And so, yes, that is an enhancement. I dye my hair. Otherwise, I would probably be about 80% gray. So, yes, I am very fake in my hair. Even though my hair itself is my real hair, I dye it. You know, so there's always things like that. And I don't mean to offend any of you guys. Like, I really do want to know, and I want you to, like, set me straight, because I kind of figure if I'm wearing giant ass lashes, nobody can tell. My eyes just look bigger, and I'm fooling everyone that I'm a prettier girl, but obviously you guys can totally tell, and that's good to know. Guys would probably get fooled by hair extensions faster than they would. Interesting. Take you in for sure, but see the tricks of the trade. No offense taken, but please don't think we don't see it. Interesting. Okay, as long as you're not offended, and I will no longer assume that you guys are fooled. Fair? So where do you guys draw the line? Because Chicago made a good point. Hair color doesn't feel as fake. That's more a choice in look style than trying to fake something. And so where do you think that the line is drawn? Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with it, because like I personally think lashes, like false lashes, look so pretty. I wish that my lashes were longer, but I can't figure out how to put those things on, though I have worn them. And it's very uncomfortable. Interesting. False lashes, not great, but color around the eyes, good. Interesting. What does tend to happen, at least for me, like I'll wear false lashes sometimes and I feel like I just look worlds better and it's so pretty. And I guess I just wish that I had longer lashes. Pro lashes, not that magnetic clip shit. It's amazing you even know what that is, Gabriel. Respect. I would have never thought of that, David. I think also, you know, when it comes to performers, for instance, you know, girls that like are doing stage performances, singers, dancers, all of that stuff, because of the distance, I think that wearing, like, even ballerinas, for instance, where like they'll have those giant ass like fucking awnings on their eyes, but then at least you can see their eyes from far away. And you know, I'm wearing so much blush right now and I still look like a pale ghost. It's just my coloring, right? And I think that for certain things it's needed, or you just look like you're sick. So I will 100% wear makeup and defend anybody's right to do so at any time of day. But I think that sometimes it's actually needed just so that you look human from a distance, to enhance the fact that you actually do have eyes on your face. Does that make sense? Okay, performers, it makes sense. Need it for the show, but after the show, no. Okay, yeah. I agree. I do think it's very needed. Sometimes I'll be wearing so much makeup, like an uncomfortably large amount of it, and then I'll look at pictures that are up of me that show up online, and I'll get like tagged on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and I just look like the living dead, like pale as a ghost. I think it's just something to do with like intense lighting and all of that shit. So I totally wear a fuck ton of makeup at cons. Something strange is going on Twitch. You're not showing up on my favorite page. You know, Kara said that too. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm in trouble. You're a sucker for smoky eyes. Yay. Oh, Lana Bahamas, thank you so much for the follow. If you're still here, I'm so sorry for not thanking you sooner. No, okay, I'm glad you do. Oh, good. Oh, thank you, Lana. It's so nice to have you here. If you look at how well the blue around Isis' eyes work, awesome. Okay, so you guys are reasonable individuals. You're just not fooled, and I think that is good for me to remember. Hodor, hello. Some of us be fools too. Nobody wants to see your face melt off. That is also true. Stage face, not grease paint. Makeup should not have a thickness to it. Interesting. Yeah, that's good to know. Oh, okay. Philip asked, did I eat something before streaming? I did. I had lunch and then got online, Philip. Thank you so much. And I also had the orange spice tea that you sent me, or cinnamon blood orange spice. I think that's the name of it. Anyway, it's delicious. And I'm still drinking it every day. Thank you. It's like the tea box that's never going to run dry or something. Like I'm always like so worried I'm at the end, and there's always one more. Okay. This is nearly complete. And then I'm gonna need to start masking this out. Oh, Steve is back. Hello. So with the masking of this one, God, it looks so light on screen. I might darken it up a little bit. I do need to, I'm gonna need to mask it, and it looks like I'm gonna have to go ahead without the, without my new cutter. Because it's not here yet. And I don't wanna wait the whole time. Like, I don't know that I really wanna wait until like end of day tomorrow. That's kind of gonna blow. No, that's too, no. There we go. That's a little bit more correct coloring. Bought a tea box over a year ago for a family member, but they don't drink green tea. Yeah, I could see that. Especially if you don't drink that kind of tea. Anyway, next up on my agenda is to add a little bit more ink lines to her lashes. So we're gonna get that going now. So I'm gonna use the Copic multi-liner, the brush tool first. Because even though maybe this isn't quite showing up on the camera, it's gonna help her eyes pop a whole lot more that they're black again. Because right now they're kind of more like a weird gray, and that doesn't look super good. It shows up. Oh, yay. That's awesome. That is not quite what I was hoping for. I think I just need a darker pencil. So I will be right back. Need to get my darker brush and pens. Oh, check it out. I was looking for my hair clip and I just found it. There we go. We're getting some more thick looking lashes. All right, there we go. So now, pretty much I'm gonna have to start putting the masking film over her. I'll probably do it over her and over the buildings. Actually, no, why? I'm gonna just do her. I'm gonna mask her out, and everything else I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna paint that tomorrow, I suppose. Or if I have more time later on this afternoon, I'll do it then too. But I'm just gonna put some highlights in her eyes because that always looks pretty. So I just use a Sakura jelly roll pen. You can get them at Michael's for like $2. And I use these for white highlights. I personally just find them to work the best. And let's go ahead and do the blue in her hair. Just gonna go do a quick rinsey rinse of my brush that I'm using right now, change out the water, and I will be right back to add in the acrylic blue pieces into her hair, and that's always fun. So we can do that too. I might have to leave in about 15-20 minutes, so it's just the perfect amount of time to finish out her hair, do all the little hair jewels and beads, and then hopefully, if I have time, I'll go live again tomorrow. But I'm not signing off yet. I will BRB. Humphrey Bear, thank you so much for the follow. I'm just going to clean off my brush and get to the next phase. Every time every time I stand up, I realize how much my butt hurts. I'm doing kettlebell swings and I'm like trying to work on my form. And I'm telling you, it gets you like right up here at like the top of your butt, like right there. And it really fucking hurts. Swings are so good. It's a whole thing. Oh yeah, the subs. No, I have my email. Oh, thank you, Art Nut. That's kind of how I feel. I don't really have a whole setup for subs. So I have my website, and I kind of want to give you some art to thank you for your support. So that's how I like to run it. From bad chairs and from inline skating. Yeah, that'll get it. All right, so I'm just gonna move this to protect the art while I mix my blue and white. This stuff is acrylic, it does not come off. I was using it the other day, or yesterday, for my the candle painting I was working on. You rather buy direct. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. This blue is some powerful shit, so I only need a tiny little bit. Even then, I took too much. So this was another one of those freebies. Actually, both of these things were freebies. So this it was given at a show. Holbein was passing out some paints, and then the art store gave me this one. So yeah, freebies for the win. Another pretty blue for Dan, right? Thank you, Gabriel. Is Miss Mr. E back? Welcome back, Mr. E. Yes, and Dan can be happy. This was a free Pretty Blue. Okay. Here we go. So, with her little hair strands and jewels and shit, it's really just to bring in a pop of color, to give some more dimension to her hair, and there's no plan. Whoa, that is some thick shit. Well, that can be a bead. Just make that round. I think it needs a little bit more blue. That was a little bit too light. And I always just have it kind of disappearing up into the hair, really to try to mimic the look of, you know, not every strand do you see clearly from top to bottom. Hair goes in different layers and levels, so I always do to kind of give the appearance that it's going back into her hair and disappearing, and then another piece is coming forward, blah, blah. Game Master, hello, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, it works as a bead. It's a happy accident. Let's put a nice bead down here too. Ooh, pretty blue. Let's get some blue over here. So I'm just kind of doing it like little winding, twining bits, and then, you know, other parts are just beads. Some of it almost just looks like little dots. There's no plan. Trying to decide if it needs one over here. Probably yes. And also something that I have to watch out for in myself is my tendency to make things look too even, and that doesn't really look realistic. It's not like hair is perfectly even on each side, and nothing is like extremely symmetrical, and I tend to think in like organizing and slightly OCD brain, and so what that does is it can kind of kill whatever you're trying to make look realistic and free-flowing. So even though sometimes my brain is like screaming at me to make it even on both sides, I need to not do that shit. No overlord. Thank you. So you guys are gonna see me like nearly putting my brush down to add some blue somewhere and then stopping and catching myself, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. Yes. Thank you guys. because I know that it's something I do a lot in my work, and it's like I don't even think about it. It just starts happening, and I have to watch out for that shit. Okay, I do want to have a little bit of blue right here in her finger area. So I'm going to have blue here, and then it's just going to trail up a tiny bit right there. Just so that it's clear that it's hair going through her hand on this side. I just think it'll be pretty. I do so love this blue. And I'm honestly not really somebody that's all that into blue in general. But I'm really loving blue on DiVinica's hair. And it's just perfect timing. It's time for me to go. Let's just put a bead somewhere. Let's do one more bead right there. Not everything should be strips and strands. I think we're good. Blue is the most common favorite color worldwide. Interesting. True, Mr. E. Guys, thank you so much. It's been wonderful to see you all here. Asker, I don't know what the rest of it means, but thank you so very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome to my stream. I will be back. If I can make it for tomorrow, I will. I have an appointment. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be done in time. If I am, I will be back on live. Maybe I'll even go live in the morning if I get my X-Acto blade. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you to everyone who was on the stream with me today. I need to leave now, Mr. E. It's time for me to go make snack for my kiddos and get everybody ready for the rest of the afternoon. I love you all a ton. So much hugs, so much love. I will be doing the masking which is boring AF. So you guys aren't missing much. Sorry, Mr. E. I will see you guys later. I'll try to go live again tomorrow. Huge hugs and kisses to everybody. And as a reminder, this is for DiVinica issue 5. Bye. Thanks to all the new followers. Mwah. See you later. A goodbye dance.